Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about the right of private defense and we are going to continue the sections. The total sections are from section 34 to 44. In the previous lecture we have seen 34 to 38. Now the further sections we are going to see. Now section 38, which we have seen in the previous lecture but we'll revise because that is mentioned in 39, means 38 and 39, they both are connected, therefore we'll go in short. What is section 38 telling? Right of private defense of body can extend to cause death of the assailant, and though the death is caused, you will come under the right of private defense when the circumstances or the assailant is creating an apprehension of death, apprehension of grievous hurt, apprehension or the assault with an intention to commit rape, assault with the intention of gratifying unnatural lust, assault with the intention of kidnapping or abduction, or assault with the intention of wrongfully confining a person under circumstances that is creating an apprehension that the person will not be able to contact any public officer for his release. And the seventh is act of throwing acid or attempting to throw acid, which is going to create an apprehension that grievous hurt might be caused. Now in these 7 circumstances, death can be caused. That is mentioned in section 38 and he will be exempted in the right of private defense. Now what section 39 says, that in the 7 circumstances death can be caused and he will be exempted. But in other circumstances, what should be done? In the other circumstances, the person under the right of private defense is not allowed to cause the death of the other. Only in these 7 circumstances death can be caused. But leaving these 7 circumstances, what can be caused? Any harm which is not amounting to death, and that is mentioned in section 39. When such right extends to causing any harm other than death, means the 7 circumstances, leaving that 7 circumstances, you can cause any harm and which should not be causing the death. That is mentioned in section 39. Okay. Now section 40 tells about commencement and continuance of the right of private defense. Each and every person is having right of private defense of body and property. Here we are discussing about body. Each and every person is having that right, but that right is in a dormant state. All are having right of private defense, but that is in a dormant state. Now when the right of private defense is going to commence, it is going to start when the apprehension is created. Means somebody creates an apprehension in your mind that he is going to attack, he is going to cause death or hurt or grievous hurt. At that time, right of private defense is going to commence and it is going to continue till the apprehension continues. That is mentioned in section 40. Commencement and continuance of right of private defense of body. The right of private defense of body commences as soon as a reasonable apprehension of danger to body arises from an attempt or threat to commit an offense. Though the offense may not have been committed, just apprehension is created, the right of private defense is going to commence and it continues as long as the apprehension of the danger to the body continues. Means the right of private defense is going to commence when the apprehension is created. Till the apprehension is there, the right of private defense is there. This is mentioned in section 40. Section 38, 39 and 40, they relate with the right of private defense of body. Now section 41 states that when right of private defense of property extends to causing the death, it is similar to 38, but 38 tells about right of private defense of body which can extend to cause death. Right? Section 41 states that right of private defense of property, when that is going to extend to cause death. Now when it is going to be allowed to cause death and the person is going to come under the right of private defense, same type of concept when the apprehension in the mind or the attacker is creating an apprehension that robbery will be there. Housebreaking after sunset and before sunrise will be there. Mischief by fire or any explosive substance committed on any building or a tent or any place which is a dwelling place or which is a place for keeping the property, custody of property, human dwelling and all, then death can be caused. And the last is theft, mischief or house trespass under circumstances which create an apprehension that death or grievous hurt will be the consequences. Now in these 4 circumstances, right of private defense of property allows or extends to causing death, and though death is caused, the person is going to come under the right of private defense and it is not an offense. He will not be punished. What are the 4 circumstances? We'll repeat. Robbery. Second, housebreaking after sunset and before sunrise. Mischief by fire or any explosive substance committed on any building, tent or vessel, which building, tent or vessel is being used for human dwelling or a place for keeping property, custody of property is there. This is third. And the fourth is theft, mischief, house trespass under such circumstances that is creating a reasonable apprehension that death or grievous hurt will be caused. In these 4 circumstances, right of private defense of property can extend in causing death. Okay, this is 41. Now 42 is telling that leaving these 4 circumstances, in other cases where apprehension is not of robbery, not of housebreaking after sunset and all, those 4 circumstances, not those circumstances, then right of private defense of property gives you the right of causing harm other than death. Means as in 38 and 39 we were discussing that in 7 circumstances death can be caused. If these 7 circumstances are not there, then any harm other than death can be caused. Similarly here 41 states that in the 4 circumstances right of property extends to causing death. Leaving these 4 circumstances, 42 states that you can cause harm other than death. Okay, now section 43, which tells about commencement and continuance of right of private defense of property. Right of private defense of property commences when the apprehension commences, and it will continue till the apprehension continues. Okay, now the last section, that is section 44, which states right of private defense against a deadly assault when there is a risk of harm to innocent person. Like take an example, if 10-15 people or a mob is there which is creating an apprehension to you that death will be caused, means they are creating an apprehension in your mind that some grievous hurt, some death may be caused. So what section 38 is giving you the right that you can cause the death of those people? Okay, but that is a mob. In that mob, few people are there who are not creating the apprehension. Those people are innocent. They are not creating apprehension in your mind. But you are allowed to shoot and kill those people who are creating the apprehension of death. You have to protect your body. Right of private defense of your body is allowing you to shoot on the mob. Now in this case, what can happen? It may happen that some innocent person is killed who had never created an apprehension against you. So you are allowed to take the risk. Section 44 is giving you the right, take the risk for protecting your body. You can take the risk, and this risk is going to protect you though an innocent person is killed. That is section 44. We'll just see the section. If in the exercise of right of private defense against an assault which reasonably causes the apprehension of death, the defender is so situated that he cannot effectively exercise that right without the risk of harm to an innocent person, his right of private defense extends to run the risk. means section 44 is allowing you to run the risk, means shoot on the mob if the mark misses and some innocent person dies. You are coming under the right of private defense. This is section 44. Got it? So section 34 to section 44 that relate with a very important right, that is right of private defense. You are allowed to take your defense, you are allowed to take certain decisions to protect your body and others' body also, and you are allowed to protect your property and other property also, because many a times law will not be there to protect you. The basic principle is that you are not allowed to take law in your own hands, but in certain situation where law is not there to protect, law gives you the right to protect yourself. Got it? But you should not extend your right. You should be within the four corners of the law, then you are protected. Okay, bye bye. Here we have completed the topic general exceptions. See you in the next video.